Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. I've got another design team project for the Not Too Shabby shop, and yes, I am still going to be using these fun little owls from Deck the Owls. That's right. Okay, so what I did yesterday on we had a hop yesterday, which you can still enter to win a $25 gift code if you want to head over to that video once you're done with this one, and made a bunch of little cards. This is just one of the 4, so they are just super cute. So what I'm doing today is making some coordinating tags, and to do that I'm just using a nested die set. You can use whatever you have in your stash. This one, I really like that design, so I've cut out a bunch of pieces, so I've got my layers all ready to go. And what I want to do for the back, because this is what I always forget to do on my tags, I'm one of those people that I put everything together and then realize, oh yeah, I forgot to stamp to and from on the back. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to stamp to and from on the back, and that is from this other stamp set that is in this box of the month. This one is the Nutcracker Dolls, and there is a real pretty to and from in there, so I'm using that. And I'm also going to use one of the cute little owls from, from the Holiday Owls stamp set. I mean, these guys are just stinking cute. Anyhow, I'm going to use one of those, so this is going to be on the back of our tag, and I'm going to go ahead and start that one off, because what I'm using for everything else is the papers cut with those 2 dies and the ephemera in the ephemera pack, and I have a feeling I'm loving these so much that I'm probably going to have to order another pack of the ephemera, because they are just so darn cute. And they do have the ephemera pack and the paper pack are both still available as separate items in the Not Too Shabby shop store. You cannot get the stamps, unfortunately, at this point, because they're already sold out. And I will check to see if the box of the month is still available. I think you can get the entire box, and that's still okay. So what I've done here is I've die cut out this shape that I'm going to put on the back of my little tags, and I saved one of them, one of the outside parts, so that I've got a little template that I can put my piece in, and that way I have my stamps lined up perfect every single time. I'm also trying out a new to me ink. This is some Color Hive ink from Maker Forte, and it is in Telephone Box. So I'm trying that one out, and this one is a bright dark red that I think will go great with all of the reds in my stamps. I'm basically being very gentle with it this time, because this is a very juicy stamp pad. And it's not 100% perfect, because again, these are brand new stamps, so I'm just going to add some ink down a second time, and I probably just didn't put enough in the right spot. And that is darling. So now all I need to do is go ahead and stamp up 3 more, and that part of the card, that part of the tags will be ready to go. Next, I'm going to add a sentiment to the front of each of my tags. So I'm using the Merry Christmas sentiment from the the Holiday Owl stamp set, and I'm just going to use a scrap piece of cardstock to do this. And again, I'm going to just pretty much do some mass producing of it. And I think I just moved that. Let me make sure I mark it. I've decided that I do need like 7/4 inch grids for each of my stamps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need this to start off here, and then move it up to there. And so that's at least the first couple of them. I should be able to move it down from there without having to mark it every time. But so let's go ahead and actually I need to, I'm going to start it here and then move it up to 7, and then I'm going to move it the opposite direction, because I do want to get 4 on this one panel. And again, I'm using that really juicy Color Hive ink. So I move it up to here, then one will fit here. Actually, I'm only going to get 3 on here, but that is totally fine. I'll just use another piece of scrap cardstock to get the last one done. Next, I'm fussy cutting out the sentiments and just kind of going along with the lines of this. I love the sentiment. It is so pretty. And it's the same one that was used in the ephemera pack. They did it as a kind of as a rectangle with curved corners. And I thought about doing that. And then I thought, you know, why don't I just do a little bit of fussy cutting and make it a little bit more my own, right? So I've fussy cut those guys out. And now I can start putting together one of my little tags. And I've already kind of sort of decided what I want to go where. And the way that this is going to work, I've got a panel here. Let's turn it right side up. I'll put one of these on top, and then I can put my embellishments on top of that. This is one that I do. This is the first one I pulled out of the pack and decided I'm going to use it, and that's kind of been the one that I've used to give me the general idea. But on the back, we've also got this pretty panel here, so this is kind of how the back's going to look. So I'm going to use some liquid adhesive for this. I find that that is going to work better on this glossy cardstock that the pattern paper is. It's one of the nice things about the pattern paper. It is nice and thick. And it has such a pretty texture on there. But I feel like the liquid glue is going to hold on there better. So now I've got the back. And then I can put the front on. And that's another thing. The pattern paper is double-sided, so you're going to have a nice edge around it when you put the second piece down too. So both sides are going to look like you went through a lot of trouble to get everything decorated up. So I'm putting this one down and kind of centering that one as well. So now we've got a pattern paper border matting layer, and then we've got this pretty glitter on the front. And then for this little guy, he's adorable. I am going to fall back onto my foam tape. Now this should be fine because even though it is a tag, it's going to lay flat onto the package because of the way that the back is, but I can still add a little bit of dimension on the front, right? But I'm not going to add a lot, so I'm just going to use a little bit of foam for this. And let me make sure I know exactly where I want to put them before I stick them down permanently, right? I'm going to do the same thing with my sentiment. And I think for this one I need a little less foam because I'm going to have it overlap my little owl's packages. But I can use this one on another one of the tags. Okay, that looks fine. I'm going to add a little glue down here and go ahead and put that in place on the owl. Okay, and I think that's going to be it for it. So I think before I do that, before I add my final embellishment on there, I'm going to go ahead and put a hole in the top of this. It's going to make it a little easier for me to manage, and I'm just going to use my crocodile for that. I think I want it a little bit closer to the edge. That might be a little bit too close. One of the nice things on this is you can just definitely adjust it. And because I'm adjusting it on the first one, that means that on all the rest of them, I can have them at exactly the same spot. So now this definitely looks like a tag, okay? And all I have to do after that is just add a ribbon through that hole and it is all good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and pop the embellishment down. Adding a little glue for wiggle room. So I've got a little bit left of some red and white baker's twine. I think that that would go perfect with these. Do have some other ribbons, but you know what? I like the idea of the red, and I think that that turned out pretty cute. So that one is all done. I need to do the same thing for my others. I did go into the ephemera pack and grabbed out some more ephemera, as well as putting some foam tape on the back. And I think I'm going to put this one on first because I've already figured out exactly where I want it. Here's my little guy with a tree. It's going to go over the top, and this has got some foam tape on there, but I do need a little bit of adhesive, a little bit of wet glue down here to attach it to my tree. So let's go with right about there. Okay. And now I can just remove all of the foam tape and pop this up on my tag. These tags are as easy as making the cards was. And they're going to turn out super cute. Okay. And I think I do want it to be kind of level, so put it right about there. Oops, and I should have done my hole at the top first. See if I can pop this off. It might. Yes, yes, yes. I want to pop that off first, and then I can put my hole in my tag before putting that one down. And I'm using the larger of the holes, so it gives me more room to put a ribbon or twine in there. Okay, there we go. Now I can pop this one back down. And based on where the hole is, I'm going to put it down a little bit lower, I think, than what I did the first time. Okay, so that tag is good. Now I just need some, where's the end? I just need some twine to go on there. And it looks like I'm going to have to get me some more of this red baker's twine, right? So I'm just putting the folded end through the hole. And then pulling the other two ends through that. And that creates that nice polished end there. So that is 2 Christmas tags ready. You go ahead and do this. And I already put all of the other pieces together like I did on the first one. I've got the to and from and my cute little owl on the back. And then I've got a piece of the patterned paper on the front. So we've got a matting layer and then our main background. And then I can just do a hole in each of those. And I get this cute little owl here. She is adorable with her little candy cane. And I'll have it right about there. Okay. So go ahead and pop her down first, and then I can put down the sentiment. So you can glue the sentiment on to your extra embellishment first or last. It's entirely up to you, but this is a quick and easy project to work on. And it just adds a little extra something to your tags. And that's going to go there. So I need some glue down here at the bottom, because that's going to be touching her hair or feathers. Okay, and now I can add a little bit of twine. And that's 3 tags down. Now for my last one, I decided to go with this really full image here, and I'm going to have it a little bit further up with the Christmas sentiment at the bottom, and I left a little space at the top of my sentiment to add my liquid glue so I can add it right over the top of the bottom presents. So I'll go ahead and do this one first, and then I can pop the whole thing on there. Go ahead and take off my release paper, and then I can pop this onto the tag. And I am trying to move the top of the tree just a little bit offset to try not to block any of that hole. because that's just going to make it a little harder to put the string in. You don't have to do that, but that is kind of what I'm thinking. And there we go. 4 super cute little owl, and again, it looks like I used the exact same images on all of them. I've got 3 of the little owl with the package behind the back, and then 2 of the girl owl with the candy cane. Still think these turned out super, super cute, and I still have a little bit of the ephemera left in this pack. I am still thinking I may need to get more because I love those little owls. Of course, I also have the stamps so I can create some of my own as well. So you guys have a wonderful day. Check out the playlist over here to see some more projects where I'm using Not Too Shabby Shop products. I'm also going to leave you a link in the description and up in the cards for that hop video where I was using this set, and you'll see a lot more inspiration from everybody else on the hop. You guys have a wonderful day. Remember, if I can make it, you can too, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.